walked in with that high shelf bottle glow, pale hair spilling down like a halo turned low, tied to the choir and Sunday morning dress. She came looking for a beautiful tangled mess. I saw hunger in the way she bit her lip, tracing the silver on my belt, watching it slip. I told her, honey, I'm a dead-end one-way track. She just smiled and said, I ain't looking back. We hit the gravel, kicked the dust into the dark. One touch on her knee was the only needed spark. In the backseat shadows of a rusted out Ford, she found a rhythm she couldn't afford. She's used to the shallow, the safe, and the slide, but I'm taking her down to the depths tonight. I whispered in her ear, girl, you better hold on tight, 'cause you're staring at a 10-inch ride into the night. And it's a wild ride, white lines and golden hair, drowning in the heat of a midnight dare. I'm showing her things the chapel never taught, the kind of fever that keeps you getting caught. Hands like lightning, skin like a velvet flame. By the time the sun rises, she won't feel the same. Just a blonde and a ghost of a life she's outgrown, finding a heaven that the saints ain't ever known. I asked her softly, can you handle the weight? It's a lot to take in when you're tempting fate. Her eyes went wide as she felt the size of the storm, breaking the mold of a girl once so warm. Every inch of her shaking, every muscle in her night, trying to process the fire that I've got. I'm filling up the spaces she didn't know were there, while my fingers stay anchored in that honey-colored hair. Now her body's twitching, she's lost all control. A physical earthquake deep in her soul. She's shaking like a leaf in a hurricane wind, losing her mind where the pleasure begins. Her breath is a stud, her skin's turned to silk, a wild-eyed wonder, pure as mother's milk. But she's screaming for more, she's taking it all, leaning into rush, enjoying the fall. Yeah, it's a wild ride, wild lines and golden hair, drowning in the heat of a midnight dare. I'm showing her things the chapel never taught, the kind of fever that keeps you getting caught. Hands like lightning, skin like a velvet flame. By the time the sun rises, she won't feel the same. Just a blonde and a ghost of a life she's outgrown, finding a heaven that the saints ain't ever known. Oh, yeah, it's a wild ride, white lines and golden hair, drowning in the heat of a midnight dare. I'm showing her things the chapel never taught, the kind of fever that keeps you getting caught. Hands like lightning, skin like a velvet flame. By the time the sun rises, she won't feel the same. Just a blonde and a ghost of a life she's outgrown, finding a heaven that the saints ain't ever known. She didn't know she could stretch that far underneath the light of a lone southern star. Body still humming, nerves on the edge. She jumped off the cliff and she cleared the ledge. Bad decisions never tasted quite so sweet, with her heart against mine and the world beneath our feet. The sun hit the windshield like a bucket of cold gin, lighting up the marks where the night had been. She's tangled in my flannel, pale skin against the plaid. The best mistake that a girl ever had. She's still twitching in her sleep, a ghost of the thrill, while the world outside is waking up quiet and still. She woke up slow, eyes hazy and wide, remembering the weight of that 10-inch ride. She moved to get up, but her legs gave way, a trembling reminder of the price she had to pay. She looked at her reflection in a rearview glass, a different kind of woman than the one who let me pass. She didn't ask for a promise, she didn't ask for a name. She just felt the cooling embers of a wildfire flame. She smoothed back her hair, gold tangled and wild, and for the first time in years the devil just smiled. Yeah, she left a little piece of herself on that seat and walked back to town with unsteady feet. walking that line, one shaky step at a time. She got a secret that the Sunday pews won't hold, a story written in sweat and tarnished gold, yeah. She handled the ride, now she got nowhere to hide.